From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Friday, October 17th. A horrifying night in Omaha and Bellevue ended in tragedy Thursday after police say a man allegedly killed his girlfriend in Omaha before taking his own life in a Bellevue Walmart parking lot. This after police responded to two separate domestic violence incidents in the early morning hours. Officers were called around 6:30 p.m. to an apartment near 65th and Ames to investigate the death of 39-year-old Shauna Shook, deemed suspicious. Investigators identified her boyfriend, 39-year-old Benjamin Myers, as a person of interest. Bellevue police found Myers in his car after reports he threatened a family with a gun. He suffered an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound and later died at the hospital. First responders in the Omaha Metro say 911 calls for domestic violence spiked during the pandemic and have not returned to pre-COVID levels. A former Webster County Sheriff's deputy, 31-year-old Zachary Pohlmeyer, pleaded no contest and was convicted on 3 counts of possession of child pornography this week. 2 other charges were dismissed as part of the plea deal. Court documents show the Nebraska State Patrol began investigating after learning Pohlmeyer used cloud storage to save illegal files, discovering 36 related files on his phone. He was fired in March and faces up to 60 years in prison. Back in Lancaster County, the sheriff's office is calling it one of their biggest drug busts in over a decade. 2 Minnesota men were arrested after deputies found 117 pounds of meth in their truck during a traffic stop yesterday near the I-80 exit at 56th Street. An open alcohol container prompted the search, which revealed the truck packed wall to wall with the illegal drug. The men were booked for possession of a controlled substance. Now, just one day after a judge shot down efforts to stop it, new details are emerging about ICE's plan to take over the work ethic camp in McCook. The state released its contract with Homeland Security, showing Nebraska's Department of Correctional Services will run the site, while ICE pays more than $2.4 million a month in operating costs. Nearly $6 million in upgrades are planned before detainees arrive. The 5-year deal provides 300 beds for men and women, with no mention of children. Governor Jim Pillen's office says the facility is set to open November 1st. In other news, the Capitol became a place of remembrance this morning as families gathered for the 2nd annual Missing Persons Day. The event, created by lawmakers to raise awareness, honored those missing, including Regina Marie Bose of Lincoln, who disappeared 25 years ago after a night out at a club where she often sang. Lincoln Police Captain Ben Miller spoke about the emotions behind these cases.
Over the years, I've learned that every missing person case is really a story of love. The love of a parent who leaves the porch light on, the love of friends who never stop sharing flyers, the love of a community that refuses to forget. And it's that love that fuels us, the investigators, the officers, the volunteers, to keep pushing forward even when the leads grow thin and the trail grows cold.
More information on cases like this one can be found on sites like the Charlie Project. Lincoln Electric customers, take note. LES's administrative board unanimously approved their proposed budget and rate increase this morning. The proposal now moves to the City Council, which will hear it November 3rd, with a vote expected November 17th. If approved, customers could see monthly bills rise by up to 3%. Lastly, in some lighter news, the Huskers are taking on Minnesota tonight, hoping to bring the Broken Chair Trophy back to Lincoln. Off the field, both teams are raising money for charities. The Huskers support the Team Jack Foundation, which funds childhood brain cancer research in honor of Jack Hoffman. Since 2017, the event has raised nearly $175,000.
It's such a fun, kind of friendly competition, but obviously the charities behind it are what's important, and for us it's really important because it furthers our mission and helps us fund pediatric brain cancer research, which is the leading cancer cause of death in children, and in Nebraska we have a lot of cases.
At last check, Minnesota has raised nearly $13,500, while Team Jack leads with over $21,000. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.